All right, guys, so the last video I did for Elgato, we did the Elgato Stream Deck Plus, and well, it was actually a really good video. A lot of you guys liked it. You liked the direction I came at it from, where is it something a new creator should pick up or not? Is it really worth the money of right at $200? And sometimes you can find them on sale, and they still can be found on sale, by the way, for $169. But was it something? And we kind of came to the conclusion that if you are in that part of your journey where you need to save time, more productivity, just to be able to do more things and stuff, it was definitely worth it. Well, I want to talk about the Elgato prompter because there's 100 million videos out on it, but I really want to talk about it from the direction on if a new creator or new content creator or even a UGC creator, because I am in the UGC myself now, should get something like this to help with their workflow and stuff. Is this something that you should pick up as a new creator, or is it something you should pick up a little bit later on? Let's talk about it. So very first thing is this is a $279 Elgato prompter. Now this went on sale on Black Friday for $200. I about broke my thumb trying to buy this thing as quickly as possible. That's right, disclaimer. This was not sent out for review or anything. I bought this with my own hard-earned cash money. So we're not going to spend a lot of time in the features and stuff like this and, you know, what exactly it does and stuff like that. But I do want to talk about some of the core features and benefits of using it. The very first thing I want to talk about is time-saving capabilities. For busy creators judging work, family, and other responsibilities, time is money. And in any kind of way I can save it, I'm learning that I would rather spend money to save that time because it's such a valuable, precious asset to me that I would rather do that. Does that do this for me here? I think it does. It simplifies simple things about content creation. One thing is going to be script writing and script writing, and as well as like prompter, you know, setting up a prompter and stuff. Hold on a second. I think that told you to hold on like y'all are like literally sitting there or something like that. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys something else. This is especially for UGC creators in particular. This is like a amount that you can get, and it works for cell phones and stuff like that too. But I used to use this somewhat. The problem I had was the setup. The setup was just such a headache. There we go. It never fails. It never fails. If we ever get through a video and my dogs don't bark at something, you might have to check up on them. Might need a wellness check to see if they're still alive, because it would be unusual not to hear them bark at this point in a video. We got fireworks going off outside. We're close to the New Year's, so go figure. Anyhow, this process of setting this up and stuff is like a headache. First of all, I gotta get the script ready. I gotta have an app on my phone to either, you gotta find a free app that has a bunch of ads in it, or you gotta pay for an app. Then you got to set this up, make sure there's no light getting in the back of it. And then you got to put it on the phone, and then you got to back up, and you got to make sure you can read it and stuff. Then you got to have a remote. If you don't have a remote, you got to run up and press pause on the screen and stuff. This is where it can be good at, where you need it if you want to use your back, you know, you want to use a different camera and have a script and all that on there. I get that, but with this, it's an extension of my PC. So I can literally go from ChatGPT, let's be real, if you're a UGC creator, you're probably using that, and literally copy and paste it into the Elgato Hub, the Camera Hub software, and just, it pops up right here. I don't have to set nothing else up because it's already set up on my camera. Now, I will say for YouTube, I don't do scripts for YouTube, but I literally have Cliff Notes. I just talk about Cliff Note. I put some Cliff Notes up, and then I kind of free throw it. Free throw it? If I free throw it, I'll probably miss like Shaq. Anyhow, I free flow it, and that's why my videos end up super long. Moving on. So speaking of the software and stuff, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time on it. I do like the software. It's pretty friendly user in my personal opinion. There are some things that do need to be improved on it. One of them is gonna be like the reading and having it scroll for you. There is a feature where you can like literally turn on when you read it. I had it only work like one time. I think it's kind of buggy right now. It's still kind of new, so they're still kind of working out some of the things on it. So I'm okay scrolling with it. I have an Elgato foot pedal, so I can literally press a button and scroll and stop scrolling back and forth and all that good stuff. Or you can use your mouse wheel and scroll as well. It's super simple. But the other things you can do with it is adjust the font, adjust the speed, adjust the positioning. You can set up little dots to put in directly in the middle of your lens. So, because you can't really see your lens through this if you have it set up like I do, and you'll see how I have it set up here in a few minutes, because I have like all kind of stuff on here. I see my face, I see like I got audio, FPS, everything on here. Anyways, I know where the lens is the entire time. I can look right at it and look right at it, knowing that I'm looking at you in the eye. Why are you watching my videos naked? That's weird. But anyhow, it is just a pretty cool app. There's a lot of good things about it, and there's some things that probably need to be updated, but that is going to more than likely happen over time. Other things it can do is enhance your workflow. We're going to go into number 2 here now. Enhance your workflow. It doubles as an additional monitor. Yeah. So this doubles as an additional monitor. You can literally drag, drop, do all kind of things on it. I love it because I use it for all kind of weird things. Like not that kind of weird things, first of all. I'm talking about like while I'm editing, I'll have like NFL Red Zone on here. Like I'm playing fantasy football. I haven't won yet, but I'm so close. Like I know I'm going to win because I'm beating the guy by like, you know who you are. If you're watching this, let me know in the comment below because you're trash and I'm better than you. But anyhow, I'm winning by like 100 points. So I don't have to, he's got 1 player left. I got 2 players still. But yeah, I'll put some TV on, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, whatever the case may be, and I can watch it. And now it's only a 720p monitor. I get that, but it's such a small monitor. And really, I'm doing this to have like background noise at the same time. So it's not like I'm sitting there watching while I'm editing and stuff, but it's pretty cool to be able to do that on something like this and just kind of add to your experience, add to your workflow to help you stay in the game or stay in the mode or however you would want to do it. Instead of like, see, I used to try to put it on back there and it just didn't work out very well. Or I had it on a monitor over here, but I like to have when I'm editing, my full screen there so I can have more room while I'm editing. You're seeing all that on the screen right now, but in any case, it's pretty cool. Now, the other thing I love about this thing is I'm going to have to give a shout out. Everybody probably knows who Nutty is that's even watching this video. But if you don't, I'm going to drop the video to this setup below so you can go and check it out. But he had dropped a plugin where you can literally have a whole kind of information on your Elgato prompter while you're using OBS. And it works. I mean, you're looking at it right now. I'm putting B-roll up on the screen with it. And it just makes everything so good. Now I'm putting the script or the bullet points over this. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but this is just something I choose to do so I can still see my facial expressions and stuff while I'm looking at the camera lens itself. I'm still knowing I have audio. Actually, right before I started recording this video, I realized when I started talking, I didn't see the audio going up on the left side of my screen, the right side of your screen. And I stopped talking because I was like, oh, there's something wrong. I realized I was muted. And you don't know how many times I have gotten through an entire video and realized I was muted the whole time and have to start all the way over. Time is money. These are the little things where you can use this and like literally just make it better. Make your workflow better, make your time better. You know, it's great. Anyways, moving on. Another thing a new creator might like out of this, now this is something that pretty much everybody's thought about, but I'll bring up for a quick second, is gonna be the engagement for your streamers. And you probably know what I'm about to go into, but you can literally put your chat on here itself. So while you're reading chat, you can look at it and talk and just as you're reading the question or something and interact with them, and it just makes more of a personal experience, more of a connection between you and your audience. And that's something you want to have, especially for a new creator starting out in the field, because if there's no connection there, if you're not creating super fans somehow, or you're not creating a community that is connected to you, then it's going to be very, very hard to grow, which leads me to, you know, hey, make sure you're using a camera of some sorts to have that interaction, that human-to-human interaction. Moving on. Number 4 on my list is the camera and the compatibility and stuff. Now this works with pretty much all kind of different webcams. It's definitely going to work with your Elgato webcams and stuff like that because it's integrated for that, but it works with all kind of different things. It does work with DSLR cameras as well, or mirrorless cameras. I'm using a Sony ZV-E10. From my understanding, the half-inch sensors are going to work perfectly fine. If you go to a full-inch sensor, you are going to have a crop from my understanding. So just keep that in mind for the people that are going to be using this with whatever those cameras are. I don't have those cameras. I don't know what those cameras are because I can't afford those cameras. But in any case, most setups with this camera is pretty much you get everything in the box you need to be able to set any of the cameras up you need. Tucker, what are you doing? What are you looking at, dude? There's nothing over there. Dog's playing with a ghost. If you're a brand new creator and you're just starting out, I don't recommend spending $279 on the Elgato prompter. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you because I think that you need to upgrade your quality of mic first. That's like the very first thing I think you need to upgrade, but also lights, like having a good lighting setup, right? Like I have now, and I'm getting more and more better with it. And by the way, if you're like still trying to figure out how lights and all this works, you know, I'm gonna give a shout out to, I watch a lot of his videos. I just love the way he does his content in general, but Harrison Heller over there, he's doing a whole master class of stuff. I don't recommend it for brand new creators. I think that you do need to get a new mic, or you need to get better sound quality. You need to get good lighting. You need to get a good camera. But that is not saying by any stretch of the imagination that this is not worth $279. I think that this is very easily, if I had to like place it, Elgato Stream Deck Plus 1, Elgato Prompter 2. Combining them together, there's just so much you can do with it. Like the amount of enhancing the workflow, the amount of time you save with the Elgato Stream Deck Plus, the software you get with both the products, right? The hub for the prompter and the wavelink for the Stream Deck Plus. It's just, there's lots and lots of good things there I can say about it. It immediately makes it worth the money they're asking for it. And if you finding on sale like I did for Black Friday for $200, you better hop on that as quickly as possible. But in any case, yes, if you do have the money and you've already kind of got a setup going and you're just looking to enhance your setup, enhance your workflow, save time, and just have more of a cohesive workflow when it comes to scripting or reading off it, or just having where you can interact with your audience more, or you just want to be able to see yourself and you're tired of looking on the side of your camera when you're recording and you're not looking at the lens because you keep looking at yourself. You go like, I don't know, like 5 videos back, you'll see that. I do that all the time. I'll be looking off screen because I have a monitor right here with myself on it, and then I'll keep talking and look back at you. I'm like this. You know, I don't do that no more because I see myself. That's what I love to see. A lot of creators are like me. The prompter, we use literally it for this. There's so much you can do with it. It's definitely worth $279 in my personal opinion, especially with the Stream Deck Plus. If you don't have a Stream Deck Plus though, I will recommend getting that yet. And you haven't seen that video where I talk about it, if it is worth buying or not. I don't really go into the features of it a whole lot, but I show you how I use it to enhance my workflow. Definitely check out that video over here because I think it's a really, really good buy. And definitely check out something over here that YouTube's gonna recommend you next to watch if you're a streamer, content creator, or something like that. And I'll see you guys and gals in the next video. And as always, peace and love.